Munson, and with me the man with the angelic voice, Papa Smokes. Good to see you again, sir.
Good to see you, Bobby. Ready for the matches tonight?
I am ready for a great night of wrestling action. And we know this night is going to be starting off with El Asesino as he takes on young Tony Novak. Tony Novak looking to get onto the Wildside roster, and he needs to impress here tonight. Needs to impress GM Dice Steel.
I've been looking forward to this match for a long time, Munson. That kid tried to pull one over on the masked devil last time. I don't think Asesino's having any part of that. We're going to see a brutal beatdown.
Tony Novak definitely going to have his work cut out for him. El Asesino, a very experienced individual inside the ring. And my personal feelings towards El Asesino's and his attitude aside, and especially his half-naked El Musculo there, you know what? He is a very strong competitor inside the ring. I can't take that away from him. I just wish that he'd get rid of this snarly, arrogant attitude where he thinks he rules the world.
You know, there's some of us that agree that he does rule the world, right?
Yeah, well, you, Musculo, I count both of you on one hand here. Even El Musculo, I'm not even sure if he actually knows what El Asesino's telling him all the time. He just seems like he's tagged along there and doesn't know what's going on.
I think you have to speak Spanish, speak Mexican to El Musculo.
Yeah, but man of very few words, so I don't even know if Musculo knows much Spanish by the sounds of it. Seems to only know how to say "si." Even I know a couple more Spanish words than what El Musculo seems to know. Then again, I can't imagine El Musculo has ever had much education in his life either, so I guess, you know, he just might not know much words in general, just knows how to throw his fists around.
He knows how to wear a vest, that's for sure. Okay, this kid's going to get what's coming to him. I'm going to warn you right now, Munson, this is not going to be pretty.
It might not be pretty, but you know what? I'm rooting for him anyway. Go Tony Novak. He has been learning under the tutelage of Bucky McGraw, so you know what? He is fired up and more prepared this time than just being a spectator from the crowd. But he goes down hard. El Asesino taking him down there.
I don't think he's going to catch Asesino by surprise this time. He got lucky last time. He got real fortunate to get out of that match with his career intact. I don't think he's going to be so lucky tonight. El Asesino going to need to concentrate this time. He took his eyes off the prize last time, and Tony Novak was able to roll him up for the 3 count. El Asesino going to make sure he doesn't get distracted here again. And again, El Asesino looking like he might be underestimating young Tony Novak, which also could be a very big mistake on his part. You think he's going to underestimate Tony Novak? That's good. This guy has to be the kid's second match. He doesn't stand a chance.
Taken to the mat with authority there from El Asesino.
I will say one thing about Tony Novak. At least he lost those pajama pants he was wrestling in last time.
He looks more of a professional here tonight, and the fans definitely remember his name, because how would the fans not remember the name of the man who beat El Asesino? As a nice hip toss there, and followed up by another from Tony Novak. And a slam. You can tell he's been training with Bucky McGraw, looking great here tonight. Did you think that he'd be able to clear El Asesino out of the ring even for a second?
I got to admit, I didn't see that one coming. Asesino's going to get the ref to check him over a little bit, buy some time on the outside.
And El Asesino not taking kindly to the Tony Novak cheering section here in the crowd tonight. Well, once again, the actions of El Asesino costing somebody a few dollars out of their arts and crafts, and also ruining their evening, because that's what El Asesino does. He likes to ruin people's evenings.
Tony Novak's in for a long evening in this match.
Tony Novak, wow, was firmly in control, but Asesino using some of those underhanded tactics that he's so accustomed to in order to take back control of this matchup. Tony Novak not going to cut any corners like Asesino here tonight. He's looking to get a clean win over the Mexican Devil and impress GM Dice Steel in hopes to get a contract here with Wildside Wrestling. And I figure, hey, why not Tony Novak? I mean, GM Dice Steel gave you a contract off of Smoke, so I figure you might as well give one to Tony Novak while he's at it too.
Not the same thing at all, Munson, but I see what you're getting at.
Vicious is Asesino as he puts Tony Novak down, and those kicks as well too. Just toying with the young man.
This rear headlock, this is going to wear down the youngster. This is going to interfere with his breathing, interfere with the blood flow to his brain. This is going to slow the kid down.
If it interferes with blood flow to his brain and slow him down, then he might be actually on the brain level of Asesino at that point in time.
Oh, hilarious, Munson, hilarious.
Hey, they don't call me the Hellraiser Haymaker for nothing. Tony Novak digging down deep to make sure he kicks out of that one. Staying alive in this matchup.
Bucky McGraw on the outside there looks like he wants to get involved. He better keep his nose out of there. El Musculo will have something to say about that.
I'm pretty sure the Bucky McGraw would make short work of El Musculo any day of the week. Gotta say though, El Musculo definitely has started to really impress inside the squared circle. Definitely becoming more of a menacing force here at the side of Asesino as he learns under the tutelage of Asesino as well. But he also got to worry about the newest addition to the Wildside TV or Wildside roster. You know, the signing of Charles the Champ, who has had his differences with El Musculo as of late.
Yeah, Charles the Champ, an interesting character. It'll be fun to see what he gets up to in the next bit. But right now, Novak trying to mount a comeback. That's going nowhere.
Brutal shot to the chest there from Asesino, and he is just picking young Tony Novak apart bit by bit here. But still, Tony Novak managing to find something in himself to dig deep, make sure to keep kicking out of those pinfall attempts by Asesino, and with each one, Asesino becoming a little bit more frustrated. If that plays on his psyche at all, it could cost him this match here tonight.
Novak should just stay down at this point. He's going to get himself hurt. The Mexican Devil is picking him apart. He's hitting him with shots. He's stretching him in holds. I love it, but I don't think Tony Novak's body is loving it.
His body might not be loving it, but anybody who's got that fighting heart of a warrior inside of them will put up with the pain in order to live another day and try to keep on fighting. But then again, he has to live to see another day, first of all, and with hits like that from Asesino, it's going to be incredibly difficult to live to see another day.
Yeah, he's not moving around so great after that vertical suplex. That really took the wind out of Novak. Hard shot to the chest there.
You do not want to be on the receiving end of any of those sorts of hits from Asesino because he hits with absolute authority. Novak mounting a comeback now. Ducking the shots from Asesino and putting in some of his own. And a roll-up! Oh, that is what just about cost Asesino, but he reverses it into his own. Not quite enough to put Tony Novak down either.
You just get the impression that Asesino is not going to be fooled by Novak this time. He's going to put the kid in his place, and he's going to put him there hard.
They're definitely trying, but that roll-up attempt must have had El Asesino rethinking his strategy just a little bit, because again, that roll-up is exactly what cost him the last time these two stepped inside the squared circle. El Asesino distracting the referee so he can get his cheap shots in on Novak there. All the skill and all the ability that El Asesino has, it amazes me each and every week that he has to resort to these dirty, underhanded, greasy-like tactics in order to get a victory over his opponents.
I haven't seen any dirty tactics here, Munson. I don't know what you're talking about. You're watching a different match than I am. Okay, again, that was dirty.
Those gestures from El Asesino not taken too well by the crowd here in Saskatoon. Tony Novak getting out of the way of that maneuver, and now he is looking to, recover a little bit as he gets the fans on his side here. Momentum firmly with Tony Novak and a nice crossbody. Clothesline takes El Asesino down. And I don't think El Asesino was quite expecting this from Tony Novak here tonight. Definitely looks like Tony Novak has been studying, has been preparing himself. And Bucky McGraw has done a fantastic job preparing this kid here for this match. Double stomp now. Go for the roll up. Not quite enough, but, excellent pin attempt there. Tony Novak getting the leg, getting everything there, putting his weight into it. Not quite enough to put El Asesino away, but this kid has definitely come a long way since we last saw him inside that squared circle. And I have to agree with the fans. Let's go, Tony!
Oh, beautiful.
That stunner should be it. Not quite, though. I think El Asesino must be getting frustrated at this point in time. He doesn't know what to do to put this kid away. What do we got here? Charles the Champ now down at ringside.
You already mentioned the tension he's got with El Musculo. This looks like it's boiling over at ringside.
The two of them slugging it out there, and El Asesino now got his eyes off the prize. El Asesino distracted like he was previously with the match with Tony Novak. Novak getting back up. You go for that roll-up attempt again. Oh, I thought he had it.
He went to the well one too many times with that one. Uh-oh. Death from above. If he holds true to form, this should be the splash.
And that's it. There is no way Tony Novak is getting back up from that one.
Total destruction.
Asesino picking up the victory here tonight. But you know what? Despite that, Tony Novak, very impressive in the short period of time that he's been here on Wildside Wrestling. And so hopefully Dice Steel will notice that, and that regardless of what happened here tonight, we will get to see Tony Novak inside a Wildside ring again very shortly. Just want to remind everybody that we have got Battle Arts coming up shortly. May the 19th. It is going to be one hell of a show. Hopefully you've got your tickets for it. If you do not get your tickets immediately, the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes going to be doing battle with Michael Allen Richard Clark. We have that 6-man contract on a pole match at Battle Arts as well too, and also matches with the Provincial Championship going up in a TLC match. That's going to be hellacious there. What a night we're going to be in store for on May the 19th.
Bucky's left here to collect the shattered pieces of Tony Novak. Will this kid ever make it back inside another HIW ring? We'll have to see what Dice Steel says. Was Dice Steel impressed by the performance tonight? Maybe.
being helped to the back, but you know what? He put on one hell of a show. Great job by Tony Novak, and you know what? On any other day, he might have actually picked up the victory. Just El Asesino, aggressive, vicious, and malicious inside that squared circle here tonight. And, you know, showing Tony Novak why you have to be at the top of your game when you step inside of a Wildside ring. The fans definitely love Tony Novak, showing him some respect for what he did here tonight, and that's always great to see. So up next, we are going to be joined by a very special guest. So we got a special guest join us in the ring here tonight.
Right now, I would like to invite my guests at this time. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ace Riviera.
Speaking earlier about the 6-man contract on a pole match, Ace Riviera, one of the contestants involved in that encounter, looking to hopefully pick up the win in that one and move on to get himself a title shot down the line. Ace has been a staple here in Wildside Wrestling for quite some time. Very accomplished superstar.
Yeah, you know, Ace Riviera was a tag team competitor with Sean Moore for a long time. They had a lot of success with winning the tag team titles and such like that. Now that that team not together anymore, Ace looking to make a dent in the singles ranks, and he's going to start tonight.
Newfound attitude for Ace Riviera, though definitely not one that the fans appreciate, and definitely not one I appreciate either, as Ace definitely not respectful towards anybody as he heads down to the squared circle.
And you know, with Ace Riviera, one of his things is anger. He's angry all the time. It makes for a fighter that you have to fear and respect.
Definitely someone to watch out for. He can be dangerous inside of a HIW Wildside ring, or inside any wrestling ring in particular. A very technical superstar, but a hard-hitting technical superstar at the same time.
You really dragged me out here for an interview? They want to know what you have to say, especially with the upcoming events.
No, we don't.
I came to this gulp of a town for an interview.
No, you didn't.
I thought I was done with this crap. I watched you guys this morning. What's going on? I came here because I want to fight Sean Moore.
He's not here.
Bingo! You're right. He's not here. Well, how about you do your job? Find somebody else for me to fight.
Oh, he will.
Anybody else? I don't care.
Why don't you and your others here either?
It looks like Ace Riviera looking for a fight here tonight, calling anybody in the back
Just
out
like
to take
this
him on.
city, nothing but disappointment. I'm waiting. I'll wait. 30 more seconds for a fight. Let's count it. 1, 2. Yeah, leave it to you. You don't know how to count. Saskatoon education on its phone. It's right there. Anyone?
Looks like no one willing to answer the challenge of Ace Riviera.
Looks like nobody has the balls enough to fight me.
Oh wait, I know that music. This is probably not what Ace Riviera had in mind when he laid down a challenge.
Yeah, this is probably more than he intended to bite off.
He is biting off all he can chew, because that is Michael Richard Blaze and BVD Brandon Van Danielson, the Western Lions, heading to the ring. And what a team these two have been, annihilating anybody inside in their way here in Wildside Wrestling.
Highly impressed with these two since they've been in HIW Wildside ring. Can't get enough of the tag team action from these two.
What a gem Michael Richard Blaze is, as he mocks the crowd every single time he heads down to that ring. Walks around with the swagger of somebody who's been in this business for 13 years, but then again, he has been, so I guess he's okay to do it.
BVD's the kind of guy, he's got a mean streak all the time. He looks like he's just had a couple of whiskeys somewhere and he's ready for a fight. He's ready to kick some ass.
BVD's the kind of guy I'd like to give some thoughts to, but quite frankly, even inside these four walls, I'm a little bit afraid of the man.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, Munson.
And then go back.
Where's this going?
That is a very good question indeed. This is somebody I'm not familiar with.
Where did you go? What round in Saskatoon did you get yourself out? Guys, feel that this is actually happening.
Well, as for the general manager, Asesino, Ace Riviera will tag team with its Bobby Rose, right? That's what I said. Robbie Rose, that's Ace Riviera against the Western Lions.
So, Robbie Rose must be a newcomer to Wildside Wrestling. Dice Steel sanctioning this match. Robbie Rose is going to team with Ace Riviera to take on the Western Lions here tonight.
Yeah, I gotta admit, I've never seen Robbie Rose before. This should be interesting.
I'm curious to find out what this young man is about and where he came from, why he is here tonight, and why he chose this particular moment to come on down and be partners with Ace Riviera, former tag team champion. I guess Robbie Rose knows the talent that's inside that ring. On one half, the Western Lions. On the other half, Ace Riviera in his corner. You know, it could be a very good experience for the young man.
And yet right off the bat here, you see disagreement amongst this team here of Ace Riviera and Robbie Rose. Doesn't seem like Ace is completely into having Robbie as his partner. It doesn't seem like they're cohesive. They're in it tough against the Western Lions.
Well, Ace might not be okay with this being his tag team partner, but you know what? When you're against two imposing foes like Michael Richard Blaze and Brandon Van Danielson, you're going to want any help in your corner that you can get, and Ace should be happy to have Robbie Rose down there with him. I think we're going to get our first glimpse of Robbie Rose at this point in time. Or maybe not.
Not quite yet, I guess.
Or maybe we will. A little back and forth on the tags, trying to figure out who's going to go in there against the big man, Brandon Van Danielson.
Yeah, I don't think either of them is relishing hooking up with this Van Danielson. He's like an angry bull.
I think the sentiments from Michael Richard Blaze there said it all. Robbie can wrestle, but he is being bulldozed by BVD.
You know, I really like this team of Van Danielson and Blaze. They're one of those teams, they're not a matching pair. Blaze has got the technical skill and the aerial high-flying maneuvers. BVD more of a powerhouse, more of a straight-ahead kind of a wrestler, smash-mouth style. I like the team. They complement each other nicely.
I guess as they say, opposites attract. Must be why we make a good team when it comes to the commentary side of things.
We're opposites, all right.
That's okay. Everybody can go around and tell you about your better half, and that's the real Bobby Munson right here, bringing you the host of the show each and every week. And Robbie being tagged back in. Ace took control of the matchup, though. And again, the dissension between the two of them. I mean, Ace really should just let this get on with. Roll up for Michael Richard Blaze.
It could be over.
Well, not quite. Robbie kicking out.
Yeah, they're going to have to uncross their wires seriously if they're going to compete with Blaze and BVD.
He might be new here, but I gotta say I'm already a fan of this Robbie. Got a good name behind him. All the greats in professional wrestling start with Robbies, Bobbies, Bobs, every variation of the name. It's always the best in the business.
And don't forget Rose. Maybe he's reminiscent of Playboy Buddy Rose.
That's a very good thought right there, too. And for any of you who don't know who that is, definitely go look up some YouTube clips after this, because you need to familiarize yourself with some classic wrestling as well, too.
Talk to Papa Smokes. I'll show you all the stuff you want to see.
Well, we might not always be on the same page. There's one thing I cannot deny, and that is your knowledge of wrestling, both from way back and modern day as well, too. Papa Smokes is the man of a lot of knowledge about professional wrestling. BVD almost has caused Michael Richard Blaze to change his game up a bit, too, in a way. Michael Richard Blaze a lot more hard-hitting ever since adding BVD at his side as well. So it seems like the two of them have not only complemented each other as being opposites, but they've also managed to teach each other a few things as well, too.
Yeah, I think you're right about that, Munson. It only makes them stronger as a tag team when they feed off of each other.
And strong as a tag team they will be. They've got Death by Chocolate in their sights. Death by Chocolate, the HIW Wildside Tag Team Champions, who we are going to see tonight in the main event of the show as well, too. But definitely the differences between the two teams been going on, as the Western Alliance feel they should be the tag team champions. They feel their time is now.
Yeah, in fact, I can't believe they don't have gold around their waists yet. You know they're looking for it. You know they're gunning for it. I think it's only a matter of time.
Well, when Blaze couldn't quite get the gold rush going his way when the singles competition, he had to find himself a tag team partner, and a tag team partner he found in Brandon Van Danielson.
Don't forget, these two have the Sheik Shabazz looking over their shoulder too, always in the background looking to help, looking to further their cause as well.
Well, you saw them getting Sheik Shabazz definitely on their side in the Battle Royal there, but yes, definitely we know that the three of them have worked together outside of HIW Wildside. So yes, it would definitely be something if Sheik Shabazz ever came to the aid of these two. Hopefully that's not the case, though, because he's got his own set of problems to worry about. And Ace Riviera really wants nothing to do with Robbie Rose here tonight. Robbie Rose definitely looking worse for wear as he's trying to fight back now. And yes, nice crossbody from the top rope from Robbie Rose, taking Brandon Van Danielson out. And you know, it's almost been a 2-on-1 handicap in a sense. He hasn't had much help from Ace Riviera whatsoever in this matchup. And taking Blaze down with a nice crossbody as well, too. And Robbie Rose is really on fire now. And if you're going to come and make a debut here in Wildside Wrestling, what a debut this young man is making here tonight. I mean, he is showing no fear against the Western Lions. And double DDT from Robbie Rose.
Wow.
I don't know where this guy came from, but I can guarantee you he is now definitely somebody I am a fan of.
He's taking his foot off the gas here. He needs to go for the win.
I think he's taking his foot off the gas because Ace Riviera making a tag back into the ring. It's now Ace going to come to clean up the pieces of what Robbie has already set up for him. And again, Ace no stranger to having somebody carry the team for him, as Sean Moore carried the team of the Wildside Renegades for over a year there before Ace Riviera deciding to turn on his partner and go solo.
Strong words, Munson, strong words.
Don't worry, I'd be surprised if Ace Riviera even has the time to pay attention to what I have to say. And we've seen this before from the Western Lions.
This is dangerous.
Oh.
That spike pile driver just devastating.
Probably one of the scariest looking moves in professional wrestling today, especially when performed by these two individuals. What a dominating display from the Western Lions once again. But they're not going to have it that easy when they step inside the squared circle with Death by Chocolate. A very formidable team is our tag team champions. What do the Western Lions need to do in order to be able to overcome Death by Chocolate in order to get the titles around their waist?
They got to stick to their tag team strategy. They've got to work as a team. That means both men in the ring at the same time working on Phil or Mo from Death by Chocolate. They got to keep their aggression up. They got to keep their energy up, and they have to wrestle their kind of match. That's not going to be easy with Death by Chocolate.
You could believe the Western Lions mean every word of what they just said.
Yeah, they sure do. I think these guys are focused. I think they're looking real good.
Well, and now we're going to be going on to the main event of the evening, and tonight's main event is going to feature the team that are our tag team champions, Death by Chocolate. So Death by Chocolate definitely got to worry about the Western Lions lurking in the background. But what do we got here? Ace Riviera stepping back in the ring with young Robbie Rose, his tag team partner for the evening. What a great job Robbie did, and typical of Ace Riviera. Cheap shot with that headbutt. That son of a...
Well, calm down, Munson. I know you don't like the unsportsmanlike behavior, but this is professional wrestling. Ace has no time for this kid, Robbie Rose, and he's going to show him just why.
You know, I heard a few chants chanting Shayna Baszler towards Ace Riviera early in the night, and I thought about it for a little bit, and I gotta say, that's insulting to Shayna Baszler. Robbie Rose did a hell of a job here this evening, and I got to applaud the young man. Both Tony Novak and Robbie Rose both doing a fantastic job here tonight, and what a great night it's been so far. Great young talents on the Wildside wrestling roster, and hopefully we will see more new talents being brought in all the time here to Wildside Wrestling so that we can deliver a fantastic A+ show for you fans each and every week on Wildside TV.
Our next match, scheduled for one fall.
Here they come, the tag team champions, Death by Chocolate. What a fantastic team they have been. One of the most entertaining teams and great teams to watch inside the squared circle. I'm a huge fan of these two.
Well, they're certainly popular in Saskatoon here.
What's going on here? The Western Lions attacking Death by Chocolate from behind. sickening kick.
They're putting big VIP out of commission first.
Big man not going to be able to come to the aid of his team here. And now the Western Lions looking to go take Death by Chocolate out. This is absolute carnage here. They are sending a message to Death by Chocolate.
More than a message, they're going to soften these two up for their future tag team title match. We'll see if Death by Chocolate even makes it to the pay-per-view.
Oh my goodness, Phil, what, just taking a beating there. And to follow it up from BVD, jeez.
Hey, this is what it's like to be tag team champions. You're in the crosshairs of every other team, every other wrestler in Wildside Wrestling. This is what's going to happen when you're the tag champs.
Yeah, well, there we go. That's what happens when you get a little bit distracted. Blaze hesitating for a second. Kid Chocolate pulling Phil Deadly out of the way and saving his partner. And now, Kid Chocolate ready to take clean house with the Western Lions. And that super kick, man, yeah, that connected with Michael Richard Blaze. Now Phil Deadly going to get a measure of retribution here.
Now we're going to see some double team action from these boys now.
Beautiful. A taste of their own medicine is what the Western Lions needed. Oh, the big man back to his feet. That clothesline took him straight to hell. Up and over he goes. Don't do it, Chocolate. Oh, he takes him down, though.
Whoa. Suicide dive to the outside by Kid Chocolate.
I think Death by Chocolate need to just recoup, get out of there, and live to fight a better day. And that better day will be when they get inside the squared circle with the Western Lions. But they are taking the fight to him at the top of the ramp. And oh my God, a suplex at the top of the ramp. That unforgiving wooden floor at the top of the ramp.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that is just, wow.
I love it. What a hard shot by Brandon Van Danielson and Michael Richard Blaze. That pile driver to the outside of the ring, that could have serious repercussions.
Hopefully Kid Chocolate is all right. You know, we're right around the corner from the big event, and you don't want to see these guys go into it. We want them at 100% so that we get a proper match, but Western Lions obviously do not want that, as they hold up those titles, looking to give us a glimpse into the near future.
Yeah, this is what I like to see right here, Munson. Just a little preview of this awesome team, the Western Lions, carrying those swanky new HIW Wildside belts. Don't they look good on them?
Well, it could happen. It might not be far down the road, and you could be seeing them as your tag team champions. But the match never got started here tonight. That is going to be it for us. That's all we have for you on Wildside TV this week. Thank you for tuning in. I have been the real Bobby Munson. And as always, it's been a pleasure being here with the man with the angelic voice, Papa Smokes. Any last words to say to the fans?
Hey, the pleasure is all yours listening to the angelic voice. We'll see you all next time.